So what is up, guys? It's Phantom here today, and today we're talking about something a little bit different, but a little bit, on brand for me, because you guys know I love fighting games, and you guys know my favorite fighting games are the Capcom Versus series with Marvel's Capcom and X-Men Children of Atom. And today we're going to talk about X-Men 97, and yes, this series is that good. Like, it's that fucking good, man. And now, I'm going to tell you my history with the X-Men animated series. As you guys know, I was born in 1999, meaning that I was at the tail end of the 90s, so I couldn't even watch it until Jetix and Toon Disney always showed reruns. And that was the show I'd always go back to. As much as everybody liked X-Men Evolution, I was more into X-Men the animated series when I was younger. And that was because I played a lot of Capcom fighting games at a very young age. Like, we had X-Men, we still had a PS1 while the PS2 was out. So it's like, yeah, we had a PS2, but I played the PS1 a lot. And X-Men vs. Street Fighter was one of my favorites. By the way, that part of the game, as much as people complain about it, it's nostalgia for me. So, seeing the X-Men the animated series and X-Men 97 feels like, it feels nostalgic. And the one thing I like is that, again, X-Men is a soap opera. Very soap opera for superheroes. These characters, they go through a lot, and the discrimination and stuff. And you see, if you follow me on Twitter, you see I defend the hell out of X-Men. So it's like the first episode was great in my opinion, action packed, and definitely we see that there's ramifications because supposedly Professor Xavier was assassinated, leaving the X-Men kind of in a state of, they're still trying to do what his preachings were, but they're also doing their own thing. So, like, we have Cyclops, and they give Cyclops so much fucking respect in this show. And I know what you're saying. Oh, what do you mean? Cyclops is a lot cooler in the comic book than he's ever been shown in the media. Like, he's such a dope character, and they did him so much justice. Because while he's the leader and he's a blue Boy Scout, he gets shit done. Okay, he gets it done. He's not afraid to get in the world leader's face. He's not afraid to fight villains straight up. He's definitely not afraid to just blast you at full potential, whether it kill you or not. And that's what I loved about Cyclops. That despite him being he had to still show stoicism. He's not afraid to fuck you up, and that's what they showed in there. Of course, they did respect to Storm too. Because a lot of people don't know, she's an Omega level mutant, meaning she's one of the most powerful mutants. And they always did her dirty in the original because they always had her pass out after using her powers or, make her seem weak. But no, they gave her full potential, just showing. And I can't wait for future episodes to show that. Of course, Wolverine is being shown to be badass, Gambit is shown to be badass, and Rogue. Which I was so scared they were going to, minimize her powers. They gave Jubilee a lot of context. We got to see Sunspot, and Sunspot is a new mutant, so I think we may get a storyline with the new mutant that adds in. They did Morph a lot of justice. Some of the shit he was doing, because originally I just thought Morph was just a shapeshifter, but he never got the abilities of the people he shapeshifted into. No, Morph turned into Angel to lift Wolverine up. He turned into Blob. He turns into Psylocke. He gets their abilities, and that's what I love about Morph. Now, I don't like him that much as a character. He's kind of the generic comedic relief. But he's growing on me. He's growing on me. But, they did such an amazing thing. And as someone who's a huge fan of the Marvel's Capcom series, you see a lot of references to there. But then it's you see a lot of how they've done so well. My favorite part and my favorite character they've done so far is Magneto. And Magneto, there's two villains that are my personal favorite villains in all media, and it's Magneto and Doctor Doom. When I tell you they did Magneto so much justice in these two episodes, I can't wait for the third and the fourth. I can't wait for the whole season, because Magneto has done so much justice, dude. That second episode and that speech he made where he's don't make me disappoint you, at that rally was fucking fantastic. Of course, the villains are dope. We got the Friends of Humanity, and how do I say this without sounding political, because I don't want to alienate people. These motherfuckers are the most racist people ever. That's the nicest way of saying it. Their favorite people are probably the ones in the white hoods. And the thing is, they're as villains, they're generally terrifying. And I generally think that's a good way how to write them, because that's what the Friends of Humanity are. And I can't wait for it to see more of the conflict with them. I want to see more conflict with the mutants. But my favorite thing, like, despite the action and stuff, is seeing how these characters interact with each other. Like, you know, Jean Grey having Nathan, and then you find out that Jean Grey ain't Jean Grey. But I knew, and I know that's kind of a spoiler. I'm about to spoil it. So, spoiler warning in 3, 2, 1. That's Madeline Pryor. Because Madeline Pryor is the only one that had Nathan Summers. She's the mother of Cable. So, yeah, there's drama. There's a lot of storylines I see they're going to take. And I can't wait to see it. I think we're going to get to see Genosha. And I think in other seasons, and I think, this is my prediction, the 3rd season will be Krakoa. I'm hoping and praying it's the Krakoan era. I don't know if it'll happen. I hope it does. I hope we get references to other Marvel characters, because they said this could lead to other Marvel shows in the 90s being brought back. Hopefully Spider-Man. But yeah, this was awesome. And I know I didn't talk that much about episode 2. It's because I kind of want you guys to sit down and go watch it if you have Disney Plus or however you get it. But yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan, because I've been a fan of the X-Men for forever. X-Men Children of the Atom is one of the only, like, PS1 games I owned that was like an X-Men related game. But then I had like both X-Men Legend. I have most of the X-Men Ultimate comics. I have a plethora of the 90s comics. Cause Jim Lee's art was great. And Chris Claremont. Oh my god, Chris Claremont and Jonathan Hickman are some of my favorite writers. And they wrote some of the best X-Men stuff. One from the 90s and one from like modern day. Jonathan Hickman fucking killed it. But, you know, I know this isn't my usual fighting game, video game discussion. I just wanted to talk about this series because it means a lot. And again, I'm trying to branch out and make more content. You guys are going to get a lot of Final Fantasy content this week. A lot. Jesus Christ, the amount of Final Fantasy content you guys are about to get. But, yeah, you guys are going to get mad. You're going to get a lot of Final Fantasy content. And maybe a little bit of Kingdom Hearts content. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Let your heart be your guiding key.